Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo thrown around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. Throws to the back. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Finds a little space. Afterburners coming. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He'll pull it on the read. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He wants to throw it again. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Using the quick game. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Kentucky 7, Colorado 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After the run, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out past the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it. A nice job on the throw.
Takes his shot. Working the middle. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU.
Western Kentucky.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. Oh, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
He's going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He's going to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. The give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
2nd down coming up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think everybody will look at that and you'll probably go, why the heck would you run the football? Well, you run it because it's 2nd forever. Well, now it's just 3rd and ever. At least you limited it to now where it's a situation where you can go get that 3rd down, and it's not so unmanageable that you have to chunk the ball down the field.
Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it big? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College will need to mount a comeback. But these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 2 to Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Love that. Nice hands and also beautiful awareness by the receiver to make that grab inbounds.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's taking the shot. He's got it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Western Kentucky 21, Colorado 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Right back to it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toppers! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Getting some heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Western Kentucky, 28.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick off.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to power their way ahead. Turns it on in midfield. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. A nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter.
He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not...
He's loose down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, WKU. And the pummeling has started. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season. You never know where you could be, what dream.